I see so many young women who are incredibly passionate about life, about their futures, and I want to be able to harness that and translate that into a career in politics. Women who have that kind of passion and desire to make a difference can channel that into making a difference in their province, in a very significant, real way when you're involved in the decision making. At this level, it's exciting and it's something that is incredibly rewarding, and I see that in young women. My name is Margaret-Ann Blainey. I am a member of the Legislative Assembly in New Brunswick, and I represent the riding of Rossay. Well, I grew up in Corner Brook, Newfoundland, and Newfoundlanders love their politics. And so I grew up in an environment where politics was very much part of the conversation, dinner time and just about any time. Anything that was going on was discussed in our house. My father loved politics in particular, my dad did. And he also worked in the broadcasting business. And so it was very much a part of my life from early days. So when I became a journalist, I was a political journalist. I had an open line talk show and television, and I worked the legislature. I spent most of my time working in television as a political reporter. So it wasn't a huge transition for me to go from being a political reporter to actually be elected in politics.
All right, hon, I'm going to chase this today.
Having spent a long time in this business now, I guess, 11 years elected, I ran for the first time in '93, so I've been around politics and talking to women about politics for a number of years.
Information relating to...
A lot of women have said to me, I don't know how you can live in that fishbowl. And with some of the media attention, it's not always flattering. It's not always kind.
Vous preniez d'abord la promesse.
I believe that we would have better governments and better oppositions if more women were elected. If we had a balance of gender in there, and if we had more women, the quality of the debate, I think, would be enhanced. I think the tone and the decorum in the legislature would be elevated. I also think that at the table, whether you're in opposition or in government, decisions relating to policy, party decisions that platforms are built on would look somewhat different if we had that balance of perspective. There are barriers that each party has in place that are perceived by women to be, men only. And it's difficult to navigate. And I think that's a real role that Equal Voice can play, and which is why I'm a part of Equal Voice, is because I want to help women navigate those, what can be a maze to getting into politics. Certainly, we have come quite a distance. We still have quite a distance to go. I think that we actually have to do something extraordinary to attract more women to this career. Because to me, it's a career. It's a choice of a profession, and I think it's a noble one. I ran for the first time in '93 against Brian Tobin. You're always meeting new people. You're working on a number of different issues, and many of which are issues that you're really passionate about. A lot of what I do is social work. I help people. And I've talked to a lot of women about, how gratifying that is and how important that work is. That's not the stuff that they write about in the media. That's not the stuff that they talk about or publicly. But, for yourself, for your own satisfaction to know that the work that you do is really important, is meaningful for people. And I find that most women respond to that. If you're looking for challenge, if you're looking for something that is really going to keep you on your toes, then you're going to face some tough times. You're going to face tough decisions. You're going to face tough challenges. And how you deal with that is a sign of, you know, how much you can grow and still come through the other side. And I'm still here today because I still love what I do.